Hey everyone, and welcome back to our channel. Today we're diving into the incredible life of a true polymath. A man whose genius echoed through centuries, Thabit ibn Qurra. You might not know his name, but his contributions to mathematics, astronomy, and medicine fundamentally shaped the world we live in. So grab a coffee, get comfortable, and let's journey back to the golden age of Islamic science. Thabit was born in 836 AD in Haran, a city in what is now modern-day Turkey. It was home to the Sabians, a community known for their star-worshipping traditions and deep knowledge of astronomy and mathematics inherited. From the ancient Babylonians, this environment was the perfect crucible for a young, brilliant mind like Thabit's. From a young age, Thabit showed an extraordinary aptitude for languages and numbers. He was fluent in Syriac and Greek, which gave him direct access to the priceless works of classical antiquity. Imagine being able to read Euclid, Archimedes, and Ptolemy in their original language. This linguistic skill would become the cornerstone of his career. As a young man, Thabit worked as a money changer in the marketplace. It might seem like a humble beginning, but it was here that his life took a dramatic turn. A wealthy and influential scholar named Muhammad ibn Musa ibn Shakir, one of the famous Banu Musa brothers, was passing through Haran. The Banu Musa were patrons of science in Baghdad, the intellectual heart of the Abbasid Caliphate. Muhammad was so impressed by Thabit's intellect and linguistic abilities that he invited him to come to Baghdad. This was the equivalent of a modern-day talent scout discovering a prodigy and offering them a full scholarship to a top university. Thabit accepted the offer, leaving his hometown behind to join the vibrant scientific community at the House of Wisdom. In Baghdad, Thabit's career skyrocketed. He joined a circle of the most brilliant scholars of his time. His primary role was as a translator. But Thabit wasn't just a copyist. He was a critical editor and a brilliant reviser. He translated and improved foundational Greek texts like Euclid's Elements and Ptolemy's Almagest. His translations were so precise and insightful that they became the standard versions used by scholars in both the Islamic world and later in Europe for centuries. He was essentially building the bridge that allowed ancient knowledge to cross into the medieval world. But Thabit ibn Qurra was far more than just a translator. He was a trailblazing original thinker. In mathematics, he made groundbreaking contributions to number theory. He discovered a beautiful theorem for finding amicable numbers pairs of numbers where the sum of the proper divisors of one number equals the other. For example, 220 and 284 are an amicable pair. This was a puzzle that had fascinated mathematicians since the time of Pythagoras, and Thabit provided a general formula for it. It's a testament to his genius that the next major breakthrough in this area would uncome until Euler, nearly 900 years later. He also did pioneering work in geometry, extending and generalizing the Pythagorean theorem to all triangles, not just right-angled ones. He was one of the early thinkers to explore concepts that would later form the basis of non-Euclidean geometry and integral calculus. He calculated the volume of paraboloids, a problem that required methods very similar to modern integration. It's mind-boggling to think about how far ahead of his time he was. As if being a master mathematician wasn't enough, Thabit was also a leading astronomer. He was a critic of Ptolemy's model of the cosmos. While he didn't abandon the geocentric model entirely, he identified several flaws in it. He developed the trepidation theory to explain the precession of the equinoxes, an idea that, while later proven incorrect, stimulated astronomical debate and observation for centuries. He built astronomical instruments, made meticulous observations of the sun and moon, and accurately determined the length of the solar year with astonishing precision. And his talents didn't stop there. Thabit was also a respected physician. He wrote numerous medical treatises on everything from anatomy and pharmacology to public health. His work, The Treasury of Medicine, was a comprehensive medical encyclopedia that was widely read. He also founded a hospital in Baghdad, demonstrating a commitment to applying his knowledge for the public good. Beyond his scientific work, Thabit was also a philosopher and a leader of his Sabian community in Baghdad. He navigated the complex political and religious landscape of the time with skill, securing a place for his people and their unique traditions within the broader Islamic society. He was a true Renaissance man, centuries before the Renaissance even began. Thabit ibn Qurra passed away in 901 AD, leaving behind an immense legacy. His sons and grandsons continued his work, establishing a family dynasty of brilliant scientists. His writings were translated into Latin and Hebrew, influencing major European thinkers like Copernicus, Kepler, and Fermat. He was a crucial link in the chain of knowledge, a giant on whose shoulders later generations of scientists stood. So, why is his name not as famous as Pythagoras or Newton? Part of it is the unfortunate tendency in Western history to overlook the contributions of the Islamic Golden Age. But scholars like Thabit ibn Qurra were the intellectual superstars of their time. They didn't just preserve ancient wisdom, they expanded it, challenged it, and laid the groundwork for the scientific revolution to come. Thabit's life is a powerful reminder that genius can be found anywhere, and that the quest for knowledge is a universal human. It's an endeavor that transcends culture, religion, and time. He was a translator, a mathematician, an astronomer, a physician, and a philosopher, a true polymath whose curiosity knew no bounds. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey into the past. Hope you found the story of Thābit ibn Qurra as inspiring as I do. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next exploration into the history of science. Let me know in the comments which historical figure you'd like to learn about next. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.